everybody, welcome back to the crypto realm. So, Daily Hodl. Top crypto analyst issues warning for Binance coin. Whew, what do you guys think? Says BNB following Terra Luna chart prior to implosion. I don't know. Binance is pretty strong. An analyst who nailed Bitcoin's 2018 bottom is predicting an epic collapse for Binance coin, the utility token of the world's largest crypto exchange. Pseudonymous analyst Smart Contractor tells his 216,000 Twitter followers that he thinks the multi-year uptrend of Binance coin against Bitcoin has reached its conclusion. I think the 5-year uptrend in BNB BTC has come to an end, in my opinion. It comes down at minimum another 40 to 50% from here. Ooh. Smart Contractor relies on Elliott wave theory, a technical analysis approach that attempts to predict future price action by following crowd psychology, which tends to manifest in waves. Looking at the analyst's chart, it appears that BNB BTC has completed the theory's 5-wave cycle and looks poised for a reversal toward the 0.618 Fibonacci level at 0.00, okay, whatever, BTC 123. Whew, okay. So I guess they're saying BNB will drop down to 123 bucks. At time of writing, BNB BTC is changing hands for 240 bucks. According to the crypto strategist, the chart of BNB BTC looks similar to the price action of Terra Luna prior to the implosion in May. Okay, but still, like, get out of here. I don't think Binance is like as bad as Luna was, and it had FTX actually trying to collapse it, which is, that's another thing. Looking at BNB against the US dollar, the crypto analyst predicts a massive devaluation of over 66% for Binance coin after it broke key diagonal support. If I had to guess, USD pair is heading to between 80 and 100 bucks. That's what he's saying. At time of writing, BNB is trading at 240, up over 5% in the last 24 hours. Yeah, what do you guys think? I don't know. I don't think Binance is as weak as Luna is. Luna was run by like a kid, wasn't he? Right? Who even said his goal is to crash it one day. So you can't mess around between somebody who's built something himself from scratch and's had such a good record against somebody else who's making comments like he'll crash it himself and things like that. Just a kid. So Luna is a different beast than Binance. FTX is a different beast than Binance. Binance didn't do all that craziness that FTX did with all of its freaking other partners and exchanging funds and no coverage over it, nobody looking at it, just taking what they want out of it. It's just ridiculous. It's completely two different beasts, right? Now, other coins like Solana and Avalanche and all these other VC pump coins, they just have money back behind them that are just being thrown in your face, headlines, media, influencers, right? You got to watch out for all that. Look for coins that have been here a long time, that have a good track record, that have great teams behind it, and are building stable, solid platforms that want to do something for the future of the world. Like Cardano, they're in Africa, connecting communities with Cardano. It's amazing, but you don't hear none of that, do you? You talk about all this green stuff, helping people out, but you're here listening to headlines, buying pumped VC coins, making millionaires even richer, who don't care nothing about anything except making money. They don't care about the technology. If you all cared about the technology, check out Cardano. See what they're doing in Africa. That's a real coin. All right. I'm going to read another article here. If you want to stick around for it, go ahead. But Warren's reactionary crypto policy versus Dorsey's decentralized social media gambit. Policy actions that decry decentralization in response to FTX sort of miss the point. Okay, let's see what they're talking about here. Last week, John J. Ray the third, is that what the hell you say? The new CEO of FTX, who is leading the company through bankruptcy proceedings, testified before the House Financial Services Committee about the crypto exchange's collapse. I honestly don't think there was much to report from Ray's testimony beyond the guy knows what he's doing, and B, he believes FTX's downfall was really just old-fashioned embezzlement. There you go. And you got people like Kevin O'Leary saying Binance took them down. Like, Binance did what it had to do. They exposed this poison that was in the industry, and Kevin O'Leary still, for some reason, supports SBF. Like, He is done. We have to abandon people like that. He's just another VC, right? He's there for the money. That's it. He doesn't care about the technology. So after Ray's testimony, I think most were excited to tune in to former CEO Sam Bankman-Fried's scheduled testimony in front of the U.S. House Financial Services Committee. That testimony was unfortunately canceled on account of the fact that SBF was arrested in the Bahamas after U.S. authorities filed criminal charges last Monday. SBF was denied bail and awaits an extradition hearing in 2023 for which he will wait while sitting in a maggot infested Bahamian prison. Yeah, I heard it's pretty bad down there. Guards beat prisoners, it's overcrowded. Yikes. Rats running around. Well, I guess that's where he belongs, right? So, meanwhile, Senator Elizabeth Warren took the opportunity, with crypto top of mind, to react with a bipartisan bill co sponsored by Senator Roger Marshall called the Digital Asset Anti Money Laundering Act. I'm not going to go over the bill point by point here, but if passed, the bill will require anyone who maintains public blockchain infrastructure to register as a financial institution. This includes software developers or anyone validating transactions on a network. These what is that, FIs would be required to do things like collect the personal information of people who use their software and comply with anti-money laundering AML programs to block funds related to crime. On top of that, it would ban any interaction with privacy tools like Tornado Cash, which is sanctioned by the Treasury Department, and privacy coin protocols including Monero and Zcash. On its face, the bill doesn't necessarily feel problematic, especially because it was drafted in wake of the FTX collapse. But here's the thing about the bill, it misses the point. The point being that a lack of corporate controls and opaque systems led to FTX's bankruptcy, not someone like me relaying Bitcoin transactions with the computer sitting in my living room. That's a really good point. It was human error that got in the way, right? Human person that tried to like steal and embezzle and do things. The bill misses the point because it goes after something only related to FTX because the word crypto is involved, like how soccer and baseball are related because they are both played with roundish balls. With a rule in soccer that bans sliding into first base would be kind of weird. Non-sporty readers, there's no first base in soccer. So there you go, right? That's the thing. We have to be careful of who we let put in the laws of this thing, put in the regulations. How much do they know? If you watch the Senate hearing, not many of those people, the financial committee hearing, you didn't see too many people saying good things. And some of them didn't know what the hell it was or how it worked or the point of it at all. So they've done no research. They don't really care about crypto. I guess they can't line their pockets too much with it. It's too transparent. So you can go on to read all this here. This is a lot to take in. But that bill, like validators and delegators and things like that, how's anybody that's like doing transactions with a validator, how are they going to know who you are? It's just they're not. They don't know who's staking in their pool and things like that. They can't figure that out. I'm just a address. But with that rule, there is a bigger catch here. Exchanges, right? If that rule comes into play, any exchange will have to hand over any associated address to your account. And your account has your name, your address, everything. So if they start giving these people all the out addresses that you're sending your crypto to, they're going to know those addresses, and they're pretty much going to do a back trail all the way back to where you first started buying crypto, because crypto is that transparent, right? You can keep two separate funds apart from each other, but it's very hard. If you're trying to do it, you can do it. But if you're just like a normal person, you're commingling wallets, right? You're moving funds back and forth sometimes, you're moving NFTs back and forth sometimes. So there's no real like you're not worried about that. You're not thinking about that. But for some people that are trying to hide things, it's going to be impossible. They're going to track you down and they're going to see your record and they're going to want that tax money, right? So, didn't the IRS just hire 80,000 new agents? And they're coming for your crypto. They're coming for your money. They want their taxes. So, once they put these bills into effect, they're going to be able to backtrack right to the start where you start buying that first crypto from, sending it in, sending it out to exchanges, because exchanges will hand over your identity. Then they'll just start tracking you down and coming to your door with those IRS agents with their guns on their hip. They're armed too. Like, that's crazy. Wow. I just can't believe how a government that can print money out of thin air just, they hold no accountability. Anytime they get in trouble, they just print more money. Then we pay for it, right? All the time, like history. It's nuts. I was like, okay, so this video's gone on long enough, and that's a long article. I'll leave links in the description. You guys can check it out and see what they have to say. But that's the gist of it, right? They're gonna have to hand over KYC and names. That's what they want. They want to know everybody involved. I don't know if it's gonna be possible in some instances, but they're gonna really try. So this is the crypto realm. Play hard, trade smart.